Should you pull Oda or skip? Let's break down when to invest in Oda. And obviously by Oda I mean Oda Nobunaga. This is one of the new heroes. I make a short impression over these heroes. I mean something like a reaction over the new heroes. It's not only him, there is like two heroes. I really like, by the way, the epic one, not gonna lie, Lady Kasuga. It's a little strange with the thing with the shield over the unit with the biggest attack. Most likely this unit is not going to get hitted soon because you're keeping your big attack player or big attack heroes behind, and on top is the tanks, which is not having that much attack, so they're not going to receive this shield. But anyway, still critical strike chance I think is very nice. But the video for today is actually for Oda Nobunaga. And should you actually go? Now first of all, let's talk about little about the pulls and why you should not actually waste your gems. And obviously when is the best time to make some pulls. Now in one of my videos I actually make some pulls over the time portal. When if you watch my previous videos, you're going to see I pull like 2 times Da Vinci in 10 draws, which was crazy, but we was having like 2 times chance up over the legendary, which is like 1%. is the legendary heroes was 1% chance to be get it. But something that I suggest is when you're going for some kind of pulls, better wait an event and get some rewards from the event. There is a summoning event. I really forget the name of the summoning event, so guys, if you can help me, just write it in the comments below. What was the name of the event where you make some summons and you have something like this, you know, where you go over different points and you get some extra rewards. Now if I remember right, the rewards was not something game changing, but in the same time is something in extra and it can serve you well. Now if I open my inventory, you're going to see I have like 3 from this one. This is all from this type of events, and if I decide I can get like 2. For example, I'm going to get 2 war horns, and this can actually help you. For example, right now I can ascend my Louis. Okay, I cannot ascend, I need this one, but I was needing some horns to level up Louis. So it's something that is going to serve you well, and the rewards there is going to help your progression. So this is one of the things, especially for Oda Nobunaga. Right now is not a good time to actually go and make some pulls over these 2 heroes, even though that I really like, again, the epic one. I really like the epic one. Lately from the featured heroes, the epic one is a game changer. Majority of the times is actually a healer, and this healer, okay, not majority, but what I saw, most of them was the healers, and they're just game changer. Now, do you actually need Oda? Well, not always. Again, there's still tests need to be done. I really hope maybe one of the things that I plan for this channel, I'm going to share with you, is actually going over higher levels in the arena. The main reason behind is I'm going to be able somehow to actually test some heroes. For example, I can test George Washington, for example. This is an example. If I don't have him, obviously I don't have him. I can test some other legendary heroes. For example, Wagerta. I can actually test her, see the damage that she is doing, and etc. So this is going to be a target of this channel, because I'm not going to be able to have all the legendaries presented in the Heroes of History Epic Empire. Obviously, it's not that easy to be get it. Even if I get them, I may get duplicates, like it happened with me with Leonardo da Vinci. I have like 2 duplicates. It's like 1 time awakened this bad boy. So definitely I'm going to make a video about where is going to be the best places, maybe to use Leonardo da Vinci. It's a siege. I really like this type of heroes that are siege, area of effect, or AoE. But yeah, in this channel I'm going to focus to bring to people videos where I'm going to test how the heroes are performing, and the majority of and I plan to do it by the arena. Now let's talk about long-term investment, and is Oda actually have a good role in the arena? This is maybe one of the questions, because if this hero is not good for the arena, most likely we're not going to see him there, especially if some whales and krakens have pretty other good heroes for the arena. All they have to compete with these heroes to take the place of one of the heroes, especially if those heroes are also awakened. We already know that awakening a legendary hero with 0.5% chance this hero to get dropped is something very hard to be achieved. But still, I'm going to, if I see him in the arena, I'm going to test him so far by the spell that the game is providing to us. I think he's having a good chance for the arena, especially with getting this shield, and also the damage he's doing, and also the healing he's going to receive. I think this is level 40 from 40. I have to mention that, so maybe level 1 is going to be more accurate. If somebody actually have saved tons of skill points that immediately can be jumped to Oda, maybe, but the majority of us is going to start from level 1, and this is level 1 ability, which most likely is not going to have this healing. Yeah, he's not having this healing because, and also the shield is the same, the damage actually is the same, only at level 40. Actually at level 1 you're getting this. Normally you're getting way less from point of the damage he is doing. I can say the same for Achilles, since he's close to the same like Oda Nobunaga. This bad boy is also getting something crazy when the skill is get leveled up. It's like one, not going to go over the percentage damage, increasing the attack speed and healing himself by 2%. You're going to see later at level 40 he's going to heal himself for 21% of his maximum HP. So we're talking about his HP, not based on his attack. I think this is very important to be known. And increase the defense by 22%. So I still think Achilles is a very good hero. From point of Nobunaga, maybe it's one idea more tanky from Achilles, and maybe this can actually save him in some specific situation. Initial charge is 7.9 seconds, which is not that bad. So for the arena, again, it needs some testing. You have to build some good synergy legion so you're able to use Oda Nobunaga in the arena. I think this applies for all of the heroes. Maybe you're not going to need that much defense boosting, shield boosting, this type of support legions that's increasing the survivability of your heroes, especially the front lines, because most likely he's going to be in the front lines. You're not going to need that much support heroes. Maybe support damage dealer heroes is going to be applied better with Oda Nobunaga. Or if you want to still make some good defense team that is boosting the defense, I think Louis is one of my favorite heroes from point of increasing the defense and also giving some shield, like 212% of the Louis base damage as a shield. This is a very good defense support. I want to mention that is defense. Now we're having some other supports, like what was the name, Confucius Confucius, where he's reducing all enemy units defense. So this is actually offensive by reducing the defense of his attack and increasing friendly units attack by 25%. So here we're having more aggressive approach over the buffs. Maybe with Oda Nobunaga in the front lines, you may go more with little more aggressive way of play. If, for example, you was actually going with Achilles, it strongly depends how long your front lines can actually survive, how squishy they are. Some people are using like 2 heavy infantry in the front lines. I personally prefer 1 heavy infantry and I put him on the place where I expect the damage to be the biggest one, and I use one infantry on the other side. This is my front lines. I use a heals in the arena, and I'm so happy with this hero. This hero is doing crazy job in the arena. So yeah, this is my little strategy in the arena. So about the Oda Nobunaga, needs some testing, but you can afford to go a little more aggressively and use a support that is boosting more the attack, like Confucius, defense down and attack up. This is one of the best buffs in Heroes of History Epic Empire and in general for the games. This attack up, attack down, defense up, defense down. This is something in the core of every game. So yeah, I just wanted to give my 2 cents over Oda Nobunaga. If I have to sum up everything I say in this video, is going to be right now is not a good moment to go for Oda Nobunaga. Better wait for some event where maybe the rally, I think the event was called the rally. I really don't remember the event. Maybe wait for this type of event and then go for this hero if you can actually afford to go it. If you don't have any of these two heroes, maybe it's going to be also a great idea to go and maybe get also Lady Kasuga. I think this hero have a very nice future in Heroes of History Epic Empire. Also on top of that is Dark or Moon. These type of heroes are not having, how to say it, they're not having that much shields there. Okay, they have some shields, but not much defensive heroes. Let's say it like this. So yeah, don't forget to like the video, guys. Also subscribe if you enjoy what you see, if you enjoy the content I create for Heroes of History Epic Empire. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.